Hey guys, what's up? It's Sarah. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. As you can see by the title and thumbnail of this video, we are going to be talking about the Riverdale eyeshadow palette that Hot Topic just came out with. This one is cruelty-free and vegan, and I literally just picked it up yesterday, Saturday. I haven't touched it yet. Ooh. Our brush is like falling out. As you can see, it comes with 9 different eyeshadows. It's a cute little palette, so I'm excited to see if it is as good as some of the other eyeshadow palettes by Hot Topic that I have tried. One other quick thing I just want to address, I missed my last 2 uploading days. I was in just a funk. I had filmed quite a few videos last week actually, but I didn't like any of the content. I didn't think the quality was good enough, I guess. So I decided that I just wasn't going to post any of it. So I'm back today. Hopefully this video is going to be a lot better. I'm feeling good. This is gonna be a problem already. The little pom-poms, I can already tell. Also, my nails don't look so great, so forgive me that. I already have my eyebrows on and my eyelids are primed, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in and we can go ahead and get started. So as you can see, my makeup, I don't have any face makeup on, and that was for one specific reason. In the past with eyeshadow palettes like this with dark colors, especially from Hot Topic, typically I experience quite a bit of fallout, so with that in mind, I decided I wanted to wait to put on the rest of my face makeup. And before I even get started, I'll go ahead and roll my swatches for you. Because I always like to wait until the end, just because after I use a shadow, I don't want a bad swatch to kind of make a shadow. I don't want it to like ruin the idea of a shadow if I swatch it and it swatches horribly. I'm gonna start on this side and go across. We have my specialty is Ice, Pussycat, I Love You Betty Cooper, Chocolate Shop, Ginger Stallion, Cherry Blossom, I'm a Weirdo, River Vixen, and Dark Betty. On each pan, eyeshadow pan, it has the word, or it has Riverdale spelled out, each letter in a different pan, and I think that's pretty cool. You also get this little Riverdale eyeshadow brush. It feels really cheap. Right off the bat, as I had mentioned, these pom-poms are gonna drive me nuts. It does seem like they come off fairly simple though, so when I look at this, there's obviously a really pretty neutral look that you can come up with, and I think that could be fun. I do know that when I bought this, the gal at the store at Hot Topic said that she really liked the purple shade in the palette, so I think I want to go for that. I really like purple eyeshadows. I think that they help make my eyes pop. Go ahead and jump right into the purple shade. It is the shade River Vixen, so we're going to go in with River Vixen. I'm going to start off by putting this in my crease. Oh wow. Okay, so right off the bat, I will say I'm fairly impressed with the fact that it's not like a bright purple. It really does look true to color from what's in the pan, so that's good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really gravitating towards these neutral shades over here. When I'm doing this demo, I think a lot of my cousin, and she really loves Riverdale. If she were to watch this video and replicate what I'm doing, I think that it would be easier to do something more neutral. So like when I'm doing this demo, would it be fun to do a crazy look? Yes, I think that if I could do something centered around this green color, that would be super fun. But I'm thinking like target market, who would be purchasing this? What kind of a look do I want to do that's gonna be somewhat simple, somewhat fun, and not too hard to replicate? So I think I'm just gonna try and do something along those lines. I hope that makes sense. Next color I want to go in with is Cherry Blossom. Oh my expert blending. So I really like how this looks. I definitely think that when you look at this, you can see a contrast between that purple shade and that Cherry Blossom shade. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Ginger Stallion. It's this gold color. And we're gonna put that on the flat shader brush that came with the palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray it just to kind of make it so it foils more. Just from past experiences, I think that with the Hot Topic shadows at least, it helps to spray them to give those like foiled shades a little bit of help. Oh man, I was trying to give this brush the benefit of the doubt. Woof. Okay, we're gonna switch out brushes here. I thought maybe that one would be a good packing brush, but not quite. That one also seems very true to color when you put it on your eye. I'm feeling kind of like tropical, kind of like Hawaiian vibes. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and I take some more of that Cherry Blossom shade and just blend it a little bit more on the outer part here. The next shade I'm going to go in with is my Specialty is Ice. I'm going to take that on, well, I'm going to try and find a precise brush to take that on. I think this one will be small enough. I'm going to take the shade My Specialty is Ice right here. We're going to put this in the inner corner and kind of pull it up onto the lid. Ooh, she's frosty. She is frosty. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that shade to be that pigmented. I want to test out the black shade in the palette just to see if it packs a punch or not. So that is the shade Dark Betty, and I'm gonna take it on a really precise blending brush. See, I feel like I should have left it alone because now it looks kind of muddy. So I definitely wish I would have just kind of let that be because now it feels really muddy. I'm gonna hop off camera really quick, finish applying my face makeup, and then we will come back, do some fun stuff on the lower lash line, and then I will give you my final thoughts and take on this. I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back. I finished applying my face makeup. I did apply my mascara, my lashes, and my eyeliner. The eyeliner on this side was a little bit challenged today, so we're just gonna ignore that and keep on going. And I did put some black eyeliner in my waterline. The next thing that I want to do is test out this green shade. I'm going to take the shade I'm a Weirdo, and I'm going to go ahead and try with the angled brush that this came with, push this along my lower lash line. I will say that in the past with green shades from Hot Topic I haven't had much luck, so fingers crossed. I mean, I really like that, and quite honestly that's all I wanted to do with it, was just to test it and see what it looked like applied, and I really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some mascara on my lower lashes really quick. Alright, and this is our completed look. So what do you think, Jughead? Pretty. Let's go ahead and jump into my thoughts on if this palette is worth it, things that I liked, things that I disliked about it. Straight off of the bat, packaging wise, these little pom-pom things that you can put on here, they sit on this side right here, right? And if you don't take them off, they're gonna be falling in your eyeshadows, they're gonna be getting in the black shade, that purple shade, the green shade. And while I don't think it's that big of a deal, I just think that it could cause some fallout and some annoyance to be happening as you're using the eyeshadow and as it's like in storage and stuff. So that I do think is annoying, but it's not like the worst thing they could have done. The palette I think is decently made. I think that when I compare to some of those other eyeshadow palettes, it seems to be made fairly well, so I like that. On the back, I absolutely love that this is cruelty-free and vegan. Obviously, I wouldn't be showing something that's not cruelty-free, but I especially appreciate the fact that this is vegan. I think that that is great, and I think that it's great that there are more products and things coming out that are vegan. I really like that. I do appreciate the fact that they give you a brush, even though, in my opinion, only half of it is usable, but I think that's good. Price for this one is $15 and you get 9 eyeshadows, and I think that in the Supernatural palette you got more shadows than that for the same price. In the Nickelodeon eyeshadow palette you got 10 eyeshadows. I don't know the price. I want to say this one was 17 bucks. In the Nightmare Before Christmas palette, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 eyeshadows for $16.90. So I do appreciate the fact that they kept the price of this one relatively low in comparison to some of the other ones. For 9 eyeshadows, I'm not going to complain because to me most of them were pretty decent quality, and I like how they spell out Riverdale. I'm a sucker for cute packaging and clever ideas such as that, so I really like that. Let's see how much each eyeshadow costs individually. So they're $1.65. You know what? I don't mind it. I'm gonna say that that's an okay price for me. As always with Hot Topic, you're not just purchasing the makeup, you are purchasing whatever this is. So like what I said with the Nickelodeon palette, this is a Hot Topic thing. This is what's in style right now. This is what Hot Topic is selling. Basically, you're buying the hot item right now, and right now one of the hot items is Riverdale. They have a huge selection in their store of Riverdale merch, and Riverdale is huge on Netflix, if you guys don't know. As I said, I have a young cousin who is obsessed with it. I've watched it myself. I think that it's a good show. I really like Cole Sprouse. I watched him on Sweet Life. I was so happy when he decided to come back to acting, so That was really cool. Would I say I'm the biggest Riverdale fan? No. It's not like my favorite. It's not like Will and Grace is one of my favorite shows of all time. But then again, I'm a grown adult, so I'm not really gonna watch teen-ish shows, if that makes sense. So it's kind of my consensus. So with that being said, with this being more of a teen show, thinking about a high schooler, junior high student, upper grades in an elementary school who's saving up gift cards or money. I kind of mentioned this with the Nightmare Before Christmas palette. I think that this one is actually worth the $15. I think that it's a pretty decent palette. Is it the best? No. Is it the worst? No. When I look at all of my Hot Topic palettes combined, I definitely want to say it's up there. My top three are the Nickelodeon palette, the Galactic palette, the Lilo and Stitch palette, and this one fits right in with it. My favorite of all of those four is definitely the Nickelodeon palette. I think it packs a punch and it's got good pigment. It blends well. So I really love that one. Underneath that was the Galactic palette, and then it was Lilo and Stitch, but this one stole in second place. I think it's a really good palette for the price, for what it is, for what it's centered around, for where you're buying it, if that makes sense. If you're comparing it to like say Kat Von D, Urban Decay, anything like that, is it as good? No, I guess not, but for me it's not that big of a deal. I feel like I can make most eyeshadows work, and it's really hard for a brand to really piss me off with their eyeshadows and to make them like unusable. With all of that being said, do I approve? Do I say skip it? I definitely say if you are interested in this palette, you have the extra 15 bucks. I don't think that there's any reason for me to say don't go buy it. I really like it. I think that's all I've got to say. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're curious about any other Hot Topic makeup or eyeshadow palettes, I have made quite a few videos about a lot of them, and I will link that list down below or up above right here, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!